Monday morning. What are we doing?
Making noise, man. Making noise, as your neighbors would say.
Making noise, right? There's been some noise complaints. Official, registered with the popo here at 615.
First name basis.
Yeah. They keep saying, I want to come back here, but they keep coming back. So maybe they do want to come back. Anyway, I digress. Let's talk about this guitar. We're talking about the Fender Jaguar Players Series. This is a very cool tweak on a classic design. Now, back when the Jag first came out, they were really going for it. They had all these mysterious switches up, or rollers up there, and then the switches here, and a crazy bridge that didn't really work very well, and the weird whammy that did work well. And what they've, over the years, they became kind of popular with punkers, probably because they were cheap guitars at one point. They didn't really catch on. So people like, Kurt Cobain, of course, played one. Who else? Who was the other?
Johnny Mars.
Oh yeah, Johnny Mars, absolutely. Yeah. So and Cobain and a lot of other guys were putting humbuckers in there anyway. So Fender actually took a page out of players' books and ended up doing it for them and putting a humbucker in here, which is great. Doing away with all those weird switches there and just giving you a option for single coil or humbucker right there, and giving you a very clean three-way switch right there. So I love that. And the bridge to me is way more usable than the original one. For a signal flow, what I'm doing, I'm just plugging, I've got a pedal board, my Holy Board pedal board, that we'll get into some tones right now, but I'm not running anything, actually just a little bit of compression. And I'm going into my 64 vibro verb. So it's just straight in. With that rich spring reverb, but man, that is just a dreamy tone, right?
Yeah, and I don't want to misspeak, but I believe this is taking place of their MIM series. So like this is kind of Made in Mexico series replacement.
Yeah, and it's shockingly affordable. It's like $670 or something like that.
$670 and change or something.
Yeah, which is a street price, which means you can probably find it for less. I don't know, but that's a bargain guitar and a very playable guitar. I want to tell you some of the details about it. Alder body, gloss finish, Player Series humbucking pickup, and a single coil jazz in the neck. Modern C-shaped profile. 24 scale maple neck with 22 frets, 9.5 radius. A Paul Ferro fingerboard, maple neck, 6 saddle vintage style bridge with floating tremolo, and man, this tremolo, I like these. It's amazing. You go up, and it's really staying in tune. I literally just took this thing out of the box last night and played it maybe 10 minutes. So, brand new guitar, strings aren't really stretched, but it's kind of amazingly in tune.
Especially being a Jag and jazz.
Yeah, right? It should be.
Guitars are so finicky.
Yeah, it should be a mess right now, but it's actually holding up. And this is we're rolling live. It's not like we're fixing this thing. This is actually how it's going down. So it's really well made. Let's see, what else are some details. Yeah, that's kind of the basics. So it's a cool update. Let me just kind of tweak it, give some more sounds. Okay, let's talk about the bridge. Keep it on the, in fact, I'm going to turn off that verb. spanky, right? You know? But not like overly spanky. Then put on that humbucker. To me, humbuckers in the bridge are hard to get a good clean tone out of, but this one I like. But if you add a little dirt, and then take that to the single coil. Man, love that tone. And I love, okay, let's get a little dirt on that neck. Go clean. Man, I dig it. That is a real solid tone. One thing I find as a player, I tend to like dig in hard, pulling up, you know, on the strings. And sometimes I notice I was pulling it out of this saddle, which is my own technique glitch. I just like the sound of pulling them up, but apparently you shouldn't do that quite as hard on
Jaguar.
Yeah, and there's some other guitars where I get that issue too, and that's why I don't know, but it's, you know, again, my own personal style glitch. Don't do what I do. I've got many bad habits. But I mean, very, very versatile. Bring that. It's funny, the original ones, I think some of these mysterious knobs and stuff like that, one of the things they had was like basically a mud switch, which turned it, you know, turned your tone all the way down. But you can still get that. Totally has that same thing. But, you know, for a very affordable guitar, this thing right out of the box, no setup or anything, is totally giggable right as it is, you know. Only thing I would do to it, I'd probably put on some heavier strings. I think they ship with 9s. I'm more of a 10 guy, but really comfortable. I also like having the option of, you know, the humbucker, when you put it on humbucker and the two together, that's an interesting tone. Go to single. Just has just more, I don't know, it has some personality. So very cool to have all those options. The rest, I do like that they've brought back the old school Fender F there. I think they started doing that in the 70s with the 3 bolts, but I'm not exactly sure. But I do love that. And I love this classic, crazy offset design, you know? It's just it is a cool guitar. So those are the basics. What do we got coming up for rundowns this week?
Oh, well, we potentially could have a very special one on Wednesday.
Oh.
We traveled to get this one.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Rare for us. Normally, we let the artist come to us.
Yeah.
This one we had to hit the plane.
Yeah. This was a big one, very cool one. So don't want to jinx it, but it's still in the works. Still on the. It's still being edited and approved and all that jazz. But yeah, okay. I will get into that. After another one we have coming up after that is Johnny A, who's very cool, man. Just a great player.
The Yardbirds.
Yeah, with the Yardbirds. Johnny A's flying with the Yardbirds these days, which is pretty cool. So yeah, there's some cool stuff coming up, and
Lots of NAMM coverage.
Endless NAMM coverage. So enjoy that. It's going to be very video heavy around the old PG site for a while here. So check them out. And this is John Bolger. Till next time.